Well, welcome back to Rereadable, Rediscover Your Bookshelf. And this is about, a user's guide to how we get our bookshelves back up and running. There's nothing more enriching than a bookshelf. And if you want a fully formed bookshelf, you need to have some maps or an atlas in there. World Atlas, maybe United States Atlas, and a gazetteer. And that really rounds it out. And, I was thinking about this. Do you read a map? You don't really read it in the proper book sense. But I would say my verdict is you do. Because a lot of rereadable books, the books for me that are rereadable, they often have pictures in them. And not that I need pictures to read a book, but, a lot of my rereadable list, what's rereadable in my bookshelf is textbooks. And they have figures, and I'll go back to those figures. Or there's a book, Land from the Sea, and it has maps in it. So maps aren't, you're not going to just find maps on your bookshelf in the gazetteer or the atlas. But both, I would say, are kind of essential. They're good go-to maps. If somebody mentions, hey, I'm visiting from, Saskatchewan or, New Mexico, you can just kind of flip through it, and they said, oh, I'm from, I don't know the geography. Los Alamos, is that New Mexico? You can look up it in the map, and maybe you discover, hey, you're not from New Mexico, you're from California, and you can inform them that they actually thought they were from the wrong state. No, actually, it would be informing me that I had it wrong. But other books have maps too, and they're kind of a fun part of reading a book. And what makes a book rereadable are the pictures. So I can read books without pictures, for sure. And I can prove it. I can show you a lot of books on my bookshelf that don't have pictures. Nothing against pictures. But a book, a map, so you're going to have maps. Maps are fun. They're pieces of art, really. I think we see that with Google Earth. Google Earth isn't a map. It puts everything in there, but sometimes, somehow packing everything on it makes it less of what defines what a map is. A map is kind of picking and choosing what's important. What are you trying to show on that map? Not that you're making things up, but you might want to accentuate things that show a process or a geologic structure, or, you're trying to take away all the clutter. And Google Maps does that to an extent. As you zoom in, more detail emerges and at some level, but I think maps are even better at that. And, all you cartographers out there that are making hand-drawn maps or making a map and making a decision on what to include and what not to include, my hat goes off to you, and you should pat yourselves on the back right now. So thank you, all you cartographers, and thank you, Bookshelf, here, for having an atlas and a gazetteer I go to time and time again, and it just puts me in a nice, peaceful spot. So thanks for listening.